am Tony.
No, we're not really keeping that. You were like a fidget
I was like, do we keep that? Welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Beth.
And we're back to watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Season finale!
We are on the season 2 finale, episode 10.
I just said that!
I'm cutting it out. This aired on the 17th of August 2006.
Damn.
Directed by...
Robert.
No, come on. I've said it 10 times.
David.
Dan. Attias.
Attias.
Written by Charlie Day and RobMcElhenney.
Oh, Tony, did you know this episode is directed by Dan Attias?
Attias. Yes, I did, because I've written it down. There we go. This is the finale. We're here, finally. And last time, the gang wanted freedom. Yeah. And Charlie went America over all their asses.
They got stabbed. They got shot.
Well, they didn't get shot.
They didn't get shot.
Yeah.
Someone got shot.
Yeah. So, what will happen next?
In theory, I would like to say that there'd be police and the pub would be investigated, but that's not how
it
the
might
show
not
goes.
carry on. Although, they did have repercussions for blowing up the building before.
I guess so.
So, who knows? But, technically, this would have been when filming. Well, it probably wouldn't have. But this was the last one Danny was going to appear in, I guess. But then the way filming goes, they could have filmed this first and then filmed...
Yeah,
you never know. But let's get into it. I'm excited. Claire has not seen... Do you know what episode from? I think we've asked. But yeah, we'll just treat it as not seen season 3 onwards.
Maybe one of the beginning episodes I said, but then someone watched it on my Netflix, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was like episode 3 or something, but we'll see. But there we go. If you want to see our full reaction, there's a link in the description. You need your own copy. We're watching on Netflix. But yeah, make sure to come back where we'll talk about it. And the whole season. So yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's get to it. MySpace.
What in the hell is a MySpace?
How old?
Dude,
What is MySpace?
Pretty awesome. You create a profile and then you put your picture on there and then other people send you pictures themselves and they want to be your friend.
Oh, so that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. You guys are losers.
How are we losers, dude?
Well, maybe computers are for losers.
You're drinking a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Whatever, dude, irrelevant.
Holy shit! This guy's been trying to contact me for like 2 weeks now, and I've just been blowing him off, but he's saying that he's our dad.
Oh, look at that! That's your mom, dude! Mm-hmm. There's like... Oh, he does kind of look like you, Dennis.
Look, don't jump in. This is some bullshit. So you guys have 2 dads and I don't even have one.
Yeah, that is bullshit. We don't even have one.
What are you talking about? You have a father?
Yeah, but he's in prison, Charlie, and he's been there my whole life. It doesn't count.
That does count. I never met my father, so take it.
That's ridiculous.
Is it any more ridiculous than our dad having brown eyes, black hair, and being 4'10"?
She's got a very good point.
Oh, get me dad!
Oh, poor Frank. What's he gonna feel like?
This is how they were planning to cut him out, weren't it? You ain't their dad anymore!
Oh. They didn't want him around at all.
This is really a nice place. It's about time you kids show me some respect.
Well, it doesn't really have anything to do with... I need to talk to you about something, Dad.
It's kind of disturbing.
You two aren't banging, are you?
Oh, God!
What? No. What are you talking about?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. Stay away from that kind of thing. No good can come of it. Trust me.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
Trust him.
Because I don't want no grandkids.
I am not banging my sister.
Jesus Christ. What have I walked into here? Oh, God. I am not getting pulled into any sort of perverted sex talk.
It's not perverted.
Banging your sister is perverted, Dennis.
I am not banging
Why
my
is he
sister.
talking so loud?
I'm not convinced.
Can you just sit there for a second? Why? He's claiming to be our biological father.
No.
Yes. Well, Bruce who? Bruce Mathis? Yes, he is your father.
What the hell are you talking about?
Do we really have to get into all of this?
Yes,
Oh
we
my God,
really
yes.
have to get
Fine,
into
fine,
all
fine. Sit down. It's not the end of the world. A long time ago, I met Bruce and we had this little affair, or whatever you want to call it. Long story short,
He looks heartbroken.
End of story.
She's heartless.
How could you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather I had them aborted? Children, would you like to have been aborted?
I can't believe this. I just...
Sorry, I thought it was a Frank that made them assholes, but I don't think it is.
Don't make a scene. Oh, no, I'm not going to make a scene.
Oh, God.
I was just told, excuse me, that my horrible whore wife has tricked me into raising 2 bastards for 30 years, and I'm being asked to not make a scene. Oh, excuse me. Oh, did you bang my wife? Huh? Did you bang my whore wife? Does anybody here have any illegitimate children with my whore wife that I should know about?
Jesus, Frank.
Jesus Frank. Jesus Frank. Somebody's got to get stabbed. Somebody's got to get stabbed.
That escalated a little bit quickly.
Get out of here! What? They just leave it.
So, Dad, I thought that maybe the 3 of us could all become like friends or something.
Really? Well, maybe I got something for you. It's a father-son type of thing, huh?
This sounds dodgy.
Really badass, tough guy.
You came to the right place.
This sounds
What do you guys
good.
know about smuggling heroin through your anus?
Definitely look good. That's not what
He
I'm
had
saying.
the crazy eyes as well.
In the back. Wait, let me see. That's
look?
That's exactly it.
That's gonna impress your dad, right?
It is. It is going to impress my dad.
You piece of shit. You know.
Frank, what's
Oh my
going on
God.
here? What happened?
I had a minor stroke. No big deal. I did everything they said to do. I put a picture, a profile. The thing won't tell me where the bastard lives.
Did you send him a friend request?
I don't want to be his friend. I want to shoot him in the face. Can you help me?
No. Yes, absolutely. But no killing.
Needs to be killed.
This is our opportunity to prove to people that we are to be respected. No one is more respected than dudes in prison, right? Yeah. And what are dudes in prison?
What?
Hard? Right. This is our chance to get hard. Okay. I still know if this is the best way to get hard. Of course it is. This is totally
This
hard.
conversation.
You wanna get hard, don't you? Oh, I want to get hard. I want to get very, very hard. I into your ass. Dude, I don't want to shove anything in my ass. Great. This is the perfect opportunity to prove how hard we are and not have to shove anything into our asses.
What in God's name are you two talking about?
I met your mom here in Philadelphia. It was just before I shipped off to Alaska with Greenpeace. I do a lot of environmental work and work with
Oh,
kids.
how nice.
And we were in Alaska, and then we
The
went to
mirror image of Frank.
Dan. This is my adopted family. Those are your brothers and sisters.
Big
Your family
news.
just got a little bigger today. Do you want to know their names? Nah, we'll do that later. It's a lot. It's hard to remember.
Okay, thank you.
What about you? What are your passions? What are you doing with your lives?
There's been a lot of
Oh, so many things we do.
In that book.
Kinds of
How can you compare to
Yeah, I
that?
don't know how.
a lot of this kind of stuff.
He won't make me his friend. I got no friends.
Stop saying that you have friends.
Well, I got you. I got this guy Tom, and that crazy guy who claims he had a one-night stand 30 years ago.
Right, yeah. Tom doesn't really count, though. He kind of like comes with it.
It comes as a
I'm
deal.
gonna just follow
Does
Dennis
it?
and Dee
He
around.
made the
Sooner or
website.
later, they're gonna
Really?
bump into this bastard,
Oh.
And we're gonna just jump him and beat him over the head with a baseball
Oh
bat.
my
Frank,
Lord.
come on. They're going to see that coming a mile away. That's some weak-ass Buster shit, bro.
This bastard destroyed my...
You guys are fast. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll have a guy meet you in the bathroom in about 10 minutes. Now, he doesn't mind sifting through the feces, so don't hold back.
Yeah, here's the thing about that.
We don't have anything in our butts.
No, we don't have anything in our butts. We're working on that, but we're still hard.
Yeah, you should see how hard we're getting.
We are getting so hard. It's like...
You come to me empty-handed, and you want my help?
Yeah, and look, we are really, really sorry about that, Dad. But if you could give us some advice on how to handle a certain
think this is gonna go
situation,
down very
then we
well.
promise we will come back with our butts filled.
Oh, so filled for you.
We need to find our friend's father.
Why don't you just follow your friends around for a while? Just jump him, beat him with a baseball bat. Now you listen to me. Do not come back here without anything up those asses. Okay?
Those eyes.
Okay.
I don't think he's getting a dad.
This is far too wholesome for this show.
Yeah.
Can't tell. Is he a good person or?
I think so.
Deandra Reynolds.
Oh no. Is she good?
I don't know.
I believe the children are our future.
Juvenile Lupus Association. What a bunch
She's
of
a little
bullshit.
liar.
What's the plan again?
Are you kidding me? We're gonna bash him with the bat when he comes out.
All right, you want to have some of this glue in me?
No! Put the glue away.
Have a little with me, dude. We just need to do it.
This is Elmer's glue, for Christ's sakes, Charlie.
For God's sake.
No matter what they take away
God.
because the great
What is going on?
Yeah, I got the camera. I just don't know what it's for, Mac. I'm gonna bash you with this. When he comes
Why
out,
do I
I'm
feel
gonna smash his face. You're gonna take a
like-
picture. We're gonna show it to my dad,
your
to
dad.
prove how hard we are.
find your strength.
But I feel like they're not going to end up attacking him.
Yeah.
They've just taken this guy's word and their mother's word.
So wholesome. It's
No, dude,
wrong.
you
I don't like it.
No, you can't back out. Frank is waiting in the car, dude.
It's almost too wholesome that you know something big's about to
I
happen.
banged Frank's wife.
So did you?
Yeah, but it's different.
How's that different?
I don't know. Dude, focus. There they are. Just relax, dude. He's hugging them. They're hugging him back.
This is
They're
crazy.
hugging
We
him back.
shouldn't do this.
We should bash
We
all
should not
three
do
of
this,
them.
dude.
Let's go. Ready? Don't be a pussy.
Oh my
Let's
god!
go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Why is he walking like that?
Whoa. Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, help you.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I got it.
Good night.
What the hell was that shit? What did you do? I don't know. I freaked out. You totally freaked out. You just left me. I was gonna hit him with that. Yeah, dude, I took a picture of the guy. Hey, what? Snap out of it. Okay? What? Look at me. Yeah. Oh. Let's tell the truth.
Let's tell him the truth.
Blood. Blood.
What happened?
Blood everywhere.
What happened?
We bashed it good. We bashed it so good. We Blood everywhere.
Liars!
Oh, little liars.
You should give Bruce another chance. Barbara.
I would have thought living in poverty for a quarter of a century would have taken its toll.
You know, when Father died, I was left with all that money.
Wealthy. I never knew.
Ugh.
Guess it never
Oh,
came up.
gold digger.
I'm up for anything.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just put these on. One
Oh
for
my
you.
god.
One for me.
But they don't look.
Great. Okay, let's go spread some.
Dennis's face.
It hurts everywhere.
Well, everything's gonna be okay.
You don't know that, Deandra.
Oh, God.
Mother, I don't think we should be lying to the sick children.
I was trying to be encouraging.
Well, what if he doesn't get better? You're going to look like a fool.
Mom, I gotta say, I agree with Dee. I mean, the kid's gonna die anyway. What difference does it
Oh,
make?
God.
I can hear you.
You heard the, what? You know what? Disregard that.
Yeah. You can't steal the children's medication.
Everything okay over here?
This is really kind of bumming me out.
Yeah, this is not fun.
Yes, I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Listen, it's one thing to rock out, raise some cash, but it's a totally different thing to put our lives at risk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's all these diseases floating
Oh,
around in
my God.
here.
God.
I mean, how can we help anyone if we're all getting sick? I mean, use your head.
Plus, it's freezing in here. You think you could talk to somebody about cranking the heat up
really
a little
cold.
bit?
You're not serious.
So you just push a button and
Yeah,
crank
sure.
a thing over.
I
Yes.
am starving.
I'm not eating in a hospital cafeteria.
I don't
I
think
don't
he's
think they're
impressed.
just. I think they're lost.
Oh,
They're
he
bad.
looks
Please,
broken.
give it a rest for that
I'm gonna jam this into your rectum and then whoop,
like that. It's gonna expand in your colon, okay?
It's gonna be that big?
Absolutely. You ready? Drop those pants.
Hey, guys. So I contacted that woman on MySpace who claimed that we had a one-night stand. Turns out she's single and ready to go.
Give me some skin.
Good work.
Why don't I feel like...
That might be her. Mac, get the door.
Let me clean this up. I gotta move. That's
Is it gonna...
Huh?
Oh.
Where's my dad? So he's your dad now.
Get out of the way.
Daddy.
Dad.
Don't daddy me. You blew your chances with this daddy. You're dead to me.
No, just listen for a second here, okay?
Jeez.
No, I'm not into being your dad anymore. Don't want to be your dad.
Kind of giving you a second
Daddy,
chance
yeah.
here, Dad.
No, I'm over it.
You don't get to be over it. You
Shut up. What is
my boy's gonna be over it.
I am
I can yell at him.
Chaos.
Charlie,
Hey, Mom. What are you doing here?
I'm confused. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Bonnie?
Frank!
You guys know each other.
This is my date.
Whoa, wait a second. I thought you were going on a date with a woman you had a one-night stand with 30 years ago.
Yeah?
Wait, so if you guys had a one-night stand 30 years ago, and I don't know who my father could be my... Dad?
Oh my god.
What has just happened?
That was a twist and a turn. So they lost a father and he gained one. Maybe. Well, there we go. So, that was the finale of season 2.
Yes. All I have learnt from this episode is that I think I should send some paternity tests over
what?
to them.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, is there children out there? You don't know if they're yours? That's a bit
To them, because
weird.
they're like, you know, when you're like, I feel like you need some facts here.
Yeah.
Just some facts just to
Yeah.
clear everything up.
Do you think we'll get that?
Probably not.
No?
Nah.
Do you think they just go on living
Yeah.
as they are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
So we learned that Frank wasn't Dean Dennis's.
Well, first of all, we learned about MySpace.
Oh, yes.
And Mac, I don't like him anymore. He says computers are for losers.
Yeah.
But yeah, a guy was following her and messaging her, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out I had a picture with their mum.
Yeah, and he was claiming to be their dad.
So they went to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Frank changed at the beginning. I really liked there was really calm music.
Yeah.
And then Frank was being quite well spoken at the beginning.
Yeah.
Until it was you two ain't banging each other, right?
Yeah.
It's no. It's good because there's no good can come from that.
Trust me.
Trust me. And then it turned into a whole thing because her mum turned up and it was you two are sleeping with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
But then they raised their voices, which is really
Yeah.
funny. It's
Not banging her!
Yeah.
I'm not banging my sister! And everyone's like,
Yeah, we didn't come here to create a scene.
Yeah.
And then...
It was the way their mum was just yes.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
was
Bruce. And she's like, Bruce Mathis? Well, it depends what Bruce you mean. Bruce Mathis? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I had an affair and
Frank
you
looked
are...
traumatized.
He looked
He
traumatized.
actually
She was like, yeah. And
literally
they were just like, well, that's
Yeah.
it. And she's just like, yeah.
Yeah. End of story.
Yeah.
It's that's not the end of the story.
No.
And then Frank freaked out.
Oh, yeah, because then wasn't she like, well, would you rather I got them aborted? Kids, would you have liked to have been aborted? And
Oh,
it's like,
God. Yeah. She is awful.
yeah, she is.
She is so bad. I mean,
Those kids
Frank
had
is
no
awful, but she is terrible.
They have no hope at all.
No, yeah. But Frank had a freak out. Is it our first Frank freak out? Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I liked it.
I
He
did
was-
with a stroke.
Yeah, but he was going crazy. He was just screaming.
Yeah.
He's like, "Did you sleep with my wife?
My whore wife.
My whore wife." I love how he calls her whore. Oh, it's funny. And then he's like, "I'm gonna stab someone."
Yeah.
And then that's when the jolly, funny, sunny in Philadelphia music begun. And they were like, "We better get out of it."
Yeah, they just left
it. Oh,
Well,
it's
it's
funny.
not their dad, is it?
No, yeah. Meanwhile, before that, Charlie and Mac were arguing. saying, "Oh, great! I don't." And Charlie was like, "I don't even know my dad, and these two have two dads." And Mac was like, "Me as well." And he's like, "No, you know your dad. What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, he's been in prison for most of my life, so it doesn't count."
No.
So yeah, I did like the part as well where they were like, "Oh, it looks like you, Dennis," and then it's like, "No, this isn't believable," and it's like more believable than our dad who's brown-eyed, 4'10" or 8 or whatever. Yeah.
Then you're like, actually, you've got a
it
good
makes
point
sense.
here.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
They got their mum's genes.
Yep.
She's cool.
But Mac went and saw his dad.
Yes, new character. His dad. We've never seen him before.
No, I don't think so.
What do you think of him?
He was obviously in prison for the right reasons.
He looks crazy. He has a crazy look at the eyes. He's like, I'm going to need you to
They
put some
wanted
heroin in your ass. Their
Smuggles
faces.
them.
Yeah. So all I've seen, the last few episodes, all I've been flashbacking to are the outtakes.
Yeah.
Because these scenes, like, they just cannot... Like, talking about putting heroin up your butt, how can they keep it together? It's great. Yeah. But I don't know if it was the first scene or the next one where he's like, if we promise to do this, we'll come back with our asses full.
No, it was the next one because Frank... you found out he had a stroke, and then he was saying that he's trying to track down this guy to beat him up.
So that scene, I saw a clip from the podcast actually about them. They had a little debate about Frank had a gun. He was like, pow, pow, pow. What do you think of the gunshots actually going off? Because Dennis, Glenn, thinks it's not funny at all, that scene. He really didn't like it. He didn't like the gunshots. He thought it was ridiculous.
There was a part of me that was like, surely these gunshots are going through, like...
Yeah, well, probably.
The ceiling. Like, he's just killed the neighbours upstairs.
I think that's what makes it hilarious, because Frank doesn't care.
No, he's so angry.
He was so angry. He was even pointing at the screen, like, and it was clicking.
But, because then they go back to the prison to try and get Mac's dad to help them
The
track
way he
down.
was dressed was great.
Yeah, because that's when his dad's like, you came all the way here with nothing for me, but you want something from me.
Yeah.
That's when they were like, well, if you do this, we'll come back with our asses full.
And the child's like, so full? So full for you?
Yeah.
The way he says it. But yeah, he was like, this guy's going to meet you in 10 minutes in the bathroom, and he doesn't mind sifting through feces.
Yeah,
so...
no,
that was stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid plan.
But then they met their dad.
But the funny thing was, Frank was like, just go beat him with a baseball bat. And they're like, that's stupid.
That's not hard.
Yeah.
We need to be hard about
Frank was talking about MySpace. He's like, I've got no friends. I've got, who was it? You, Charlie. I've got this guy called Tom. Yeah, and like I said, when you sign up for MySpace, Tom is like a package deal. He made the website. So, yeah. It's quite funny. But yeah, Mac's dad suggested just
follow him and then whack him with a baseball bat. And they're like,
oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, they'd met their dad, Bruce. What did you think of Bruce?
Seemed very wholehearted.
Yes, he was a very giving, friendly, caring guy.
Yeah.
Completely the opposite of them, although they pretended to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, he went to different places, he's adopted children, he went to teach writing to people in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, tell me about you.
They're like, same.
Yeah, a bit this, yes, all of this, yeah. So
then they went to a
lupus
function,
thing, sang a little song.
Really cute.
It's so funny how wholesome it was, because he's like, save the children.
And then the others were outside getting ready to whack him with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I like their arguments over just nonsense. Charlie's huffing glue.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna...
That walk, though, when they come out...
so funny. I don't think I laughed enough because I was, like, shocked at how ridiculous it was. It was really funny. The way they were like determined, but they... I don't know.
And then he just disappeared,
He just
didn't
went,
he?
nope.
And then he just stood there like...
Hello. Can I help you? Can I help you?
I just took the picture and it was like... Thank you.
Yeah.
Just so weird. And then I like how they got into Frank's car and were like, yeah, there was blood
that,
everywhere.
It was like, pull yourself together.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Tell him the truth.
Tell him the
truth. Yeah, Frank's fed off. For some reason, I thought as he was speeding off, he was going to hit him with the car by accident. I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, but they lied.
Yeah, and then Dee and Dennis tried to get their mum back with their new dad.
Yeah. And they went in to talk to the kids. Oh, it's so bad. Them three.
But, so, before they went in to talk to the kids at the hospital...
we found out he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, so their mum went for Frank because he had money.
Yeah.
And he didn't want it. And she even made a comment about 25 years of poverty.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
she's
and then,
a total gold digger.
Yeah. And then when he was like, oh, well, when father died and I got all his money, it's only so much you can do before you have to understand you have to use someone yourself. And then she was sort of like, oh.
Yeah. So I like how Dennis was like, like he's totally trying to buy into this whole being good thing. And it just wasn't for them.
No. They could not talk to sick
Don't lie to the kid.
Yeah, it's not going to be okay.
You don't know. It's like he's going to die.
I did like it how he, like, when
I
they
can
were like,
hear you.
I'm hungry. Should we go to the canteen? And then Dee's like, we're
Not
eating
hospital
canteen food. And then the mum's obviously like, oh, is there any nice restaurants around? And then
he looked heartbroken.
He was heartbroken. But I just loved the way he was like, I'm going to need those noses back.
Yeah, because they were like, they even said afterwards, like, our dad doesn't pretend to like kids or anything. He's clearly not pretending. He's just a generally nice guy. But yeah, I like the bit as well, like I said, when they were talking amongst each other and the kid was just lying there like, I could hear you.
Yeah.
That's happened before with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. But yeah, was that it?
Apart from the big finale.
Oh yeah, they were building them. Well, Frank looked all clean and ready to go.
Ready for his date with a woman that messaged him on MySpace.
Yeah, he had a one-night stand
30 years ago, so he's going on a date with her.
Did you suspect?
No.
It would be Charlie's mum, Bonnie.
I was going to say that I was going to think that whoever turned up was going to have a kid that was his. Like, so, like, he lost some kids and gained some kids in the same episode.
Did you expect it to be Charlie?
No, I didn't expect that, but I can kind of see that at the same time.
Yeah, they like each other. Yeah. It's really funny. Oh, I love it. Such a good episode. I really like that episode a lot.
You know, I liked the episode, but I think it's quite... It's kind of down the list for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I didn't like parts of the episode.
What didn't you like?
I didn't like the use of one word in the episode.
What, the R word?
The R word. I really hate that word in every... It was mentioned a lot in this episode.
I think they said it like 3 times, yeah.
3 or 4 times, and every time I was like, oh, it just...
yeah.
That's what I mean, I like the episode, and I like the story of the episode.
Here's the thing as well.
But I also get that
you've got to get who they are. They're complete arseholes.
But I think it's just some certain things trigger you, I guess, don't they? That it really...
Well, I've got some bad news, because there's an episode coming up. No spoilers.
It's just one of those words that really grinds on me when people say it, that I'm like, oh.
I get you, yeah.
But that's why I'm like, the episode itself was a good episode, and I get this, like, I like the storyline.
But they've even had arguments, kind of similar arguments about words in previous. So you've got to think about the time this came out. I guess.
Yeah. But I'm just saying personally.
I mean, still, it probably wasn't accepted then, but it's probably, yeah.
It's just personally one of those words that grind on. Whereas other words in other episodes probably grind on other people and hate people. Probably hate.
Yeah.
Or people always hate those certain words.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But that generally brings the whole episode down for you because of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I like the episode, but I'm like, oh. But I think it was just grinding on me every time they were saying it. It kind of triggered me.
I get you. I don't mind. I do, like, obviously I don't think it's an acceptable word to use, but in the context of what the show is and who they are and what they're like, I just kind of...
I was struggling to block out it's just part of the TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of the show. It's not...
That's kind of what you got to do. That's kind of like the whole concept of the show from the beginning. Because a lot of what they do and say is not acceptable whatsoever. And that's the point of the show.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I know, I get that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the certain words that trigger you sometimes that you're like...
Yeah. And usually, like, the thing with these guys is they do horrible things, but they're never really better off than they were.
No, but you said the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like the idea of the episode, but...
Yeah. No, I
think if I watched it again, it wouldn't when the word was mentioned again, it would
Yeah.
annoy me again. That's why I'm like,
Well,
man.
pre-warning, it may come up.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I'll have a sick day on that
Yeah,
day.
yeah, just be me. Yeah. But there we go. That was season 2. What did you think of season 2 overall?
It's good.
What do you think of? We had brand new character added to the roster. He's now he's a permanent member. He's still in the show.
Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know if it rejuvenated his career, but it's definitely, he's been in the show since 2006 now, and he's still going in it.
Yeah.
And he's whole part of the show. Like Rob, I think, was against adding him.
Yeah.
From what I know, but it was completely the right decision.
But the thing is, when you think about it, like, I didn't even question that him being Dee and Dennis's dad.
Yeah.
Until this episode, when they went, well, he is 4'8", black hair, completely different eye colour, and you're like,
yeah.
wait a second.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. He still fits in well though. To the dynamic either way.
Yeah, the dynamic.
And that's maybe why they brought it up, because they thought about that. They were like,
people were like, hang on a
sense."
second.
But yeah, that's why I think this season was good. I think it's better than season 1.
Yeah.
From what I remember. Season 1 was a good start, but obviously here I think they're finding their footing more.
Yeah.
Dee's definitely a lot more involved. There was I
was looking at the titles of the episodes.
The one where he got crippled.
Bangs Dennis's mum. That was hilarious in this as well.
Yeah.
He was like, he banged Dennis's mum, and then I was like,
so did you? Like, what's the difference?
That's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah. We had some really great,
$100 baby as well.
Yeah, we had the introduction of Cricket.
Yeah.
We had the McToyles returned. We had the waitress in a few episodes. We had Artemis. We had some great episodes. Gang Gives Back. I don't know what my favourite episode would be. What would yours be? I think the Gang Gives Back is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
I just really like that. I think it's really funny. And it's just chaotic.
I do like the one with Exploits a Miracle.
Yeah, that's really good as well. Like I said, it's introducing
they are
Cricket.
so horrible with that.
Yeah. I really like Gang Runs. There's some great episodes in this season. And like I said, this show is still going strong to this day.
Yeah.
It's still great. I was watching, because I've watched up to near the end of season 12, which I've already said. I've got one more episode, but I'm not watching it until we get there. But I was still watching it in those new seasons. How am I still laughing my ass off at this show? It's so good. But there we go. We've got a lot to look forward to. That's why we're trying to get through it. But thank you very much for watching. Is there anything else you want to say about the season or the show?
So.
No. It's great. It's getting there. We've got some good ones coming up. But yeah, there we go. That was the season finale, season 2.
Yeah.
We will be back with season 3, where we're getting into the episode Claire hasn't seen.
Yeah.
Although you haven't really remembered the last few, from what I can tell. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. Next episode on here will be Breaking Bad. We're kind of focusing on Breaking Bad and Always Sunny, so there will be 3 episodes of Breaking Bad in a row, then 3 episodes of Always Sunny, and we'll probably sneak in some episodes of other things here and there. So there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching and supporting. We really appreciate it, and see you next time. Oh, we also will at one point react to the bloopers. I wanted to say, so we will get around to that at some point. But yeah, we'll do that when it comes. So there you go. Look forward to that. Bye bye. We're going now. Bye.
Bye now. Bye.
Bye.